And welcome in. I'm not wearing my hoodie.
Unfiltered Sports.
Sponsored by Pittsburgh
No,
Steelers.
not a sponsorship. We are watching Jackson play as the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he just died up Chase Claypool. And
so Jackson's playing Madden up here, but we're gonna record anyways. Monday Night Football just wrapped up, and the Rams win.
Surprising.
Underdog.
Road dog.
A lot of big accounts had the Rams covering or even winning.
There was a lot of speculations out there that the Rams money line was gonna hit, and it did.
I don't know what they thought really. Jalen Ramsey is out. Darrell Henderson was out. Taylor Higbee was out. Playing on the road, the Rams haven't beat above 500 teams since September. Everything was really lining up for Cardinals to cover there, but they didn't. Kind of just a rough night all around in the betting world. There's a lot of bet upsets there.
Bad Monday night beats.
A lot of bad beats. Just not really upsets, but just a lot of teams not covering. Like the Warriors not covering. Kings got blown out by 30. Just a lot of unlucky games today, all across the board. But
for the $20 parlay, the last leg was Cardinals -2.
Yeah.
It missed.
He let it ride.
I prayed a Lord. He cashed out.
He let it ride. To the best of our knowledge, he let it ride. R.I.P. to that man. Yeah. But it was only a $20 bet, so I mean, look at it like this: you almost won $100K. Should have cashed out $32K at halftime. That's a whole new story. But our picks this week, we're gonna go over our picks this week.
We were money.
We started off Tuesday night. It was the Arizona game. We went 2 for 3 on Tuesday night. This is our picks in case you don't follow too closely along. Every day during the week, usually every day, we do like 6 days out of 7. We make up 3 picks. We each give you a pick of the day, and we chart whether it hits. We give you the odds, what the pick is, and chart whether it hits. So our Tuesday pick, we went 2 for 3. Our Wednesday pick right here, we go. This was the Lakers game. We go 2 for 3 as well.
We went pretty much 2 for 3 all week.
And then the UCLA next day, we went 2 for 3 again. Islanders money line, UCLA -5, then the Capitals -1.5 didn't hit. Tough. And then yesterday, I don't know why I'm not just showing you. This is our slate yesterday, 3 out of 3.
We went money yesterday.
This is our slate the day before yesterday, 2 out of 3. You can see the little green check marks right there. Unfiltered_sports on Instagram if you want to take a closer look at those picks. And then today, unfortunately, we went 0 for 3 on our Monday night picks. Bad. We got bad beat by the Warriors, we got bad beat by the Cardinals, and the Kings somehow didn't cover.
Yep, so a couple of bad beats today, but that's just what happens in the betting world. You have a great day, but Sunday.
We did it perfect this week. Me and you, we didn't miss a pick.
Really?
We both went 4-0.
For what?
For all the picks
this week.
Me and Kyle went 4-0.
Until today.
That's last week.
Yeah, that's
it. We're talking about last week.
Yeah, so last week me and Jackson went perfect, and we really did good. Like, barring today, it's just a bad taste in our mouth. But before this, we went 2 for 3 3 times, and then a 3 for 3 ball to end the week.
Yep.
So that's really, you can't ask for better than that. We're actually doing really good on our picks. We're gonna start pumping out maybe a couple parlays.
Yeah. That's a lot of work, so that might be
might not be too often of an occurrence, but
might do like one every couple days, one for the weekend, whatever. But anyway, our Sunday football slate picks are what really cashed us our money this week. That's really what you care about. That's what you're here for on Unfiltered Sports is those football picks. So for fantasy players, you guys have your fantasy player totals
You
up?
go first.
Okay. So I took the fantasy player torch. And I've had a couple bad weeks recently. Really have. So I took that fantasy torch and I threw that motherfucker into the volcano. Javonte Williams was my running back. He provided you 20 points if you started him. I did. Tyler Lockett, as predicted, he went off against the Texans. 31 points. Taysom Hill had a late garbage time 50-yard scramble touchdown there for 31 fantasy points. Denver defense did not disappoint. They clamped up the Lions, 18 points. So if you started those players, they got you an average of 25 points, which usually 25 points from a player is well above their projected. Usually 1 or 2 players putting up 25 points a week means you win your week. So if you put up any of those players, great chance you had to win. And then as far as my game picks went here, You see 11-3, only missed on the Ravens football team and the Cardinals. Everything else was straight up. A lot of the favorites were winning this week, which previous weeks, we had Bimageddon. We had the upset like 2 weeks in a row, like this 2 upset weekends. But this December football, like we said, it's going to be really easy to kind of predict these games, or it should be coming out, because you know what teams are good, you know what teams are going to perform, and you know how well teams are going to play against each other, especially in divisional games, since they've already played against each other. Obviously, that wasn't the outcome tonight, but Kyle, you got your picks?
Yeah, I do. So my quarterback, Lamar Jackson, unfortunately, he did not play. He got injured on one of the first plays of the game. So I'm going to go ahead and avoid that. Sorry if you started him. Who would have predicted he got injured like that? But next, Joe Mixon, he put up 8 against San Fran. Not what you want to put up against San Francisco, which is strange.
He also got injured.
Yeah, but just bad beats. Stephon Diggs versus Tampa. Excuse me. Stephon Diggs versus Tampa, 14. Chargers D versus Giants, 13. So those are 2 good, mediocre picks right there that probably got you a fair amount of points. Joe Mixon, disappointing. Lamar Jackson got injured. But I'm going to avoid Lamar Jackson. So Joe Mix, Joe Mix, Stephon Diggs versus Tampa. And then Chargers D, 8, 14, 13. An average of about 11.5-ish. So
Ain't too bad.
Not bad, not good. Just a medium week for me. I will be better next week. I'll be back and better with some picks. Also, one of my players didn't play, so there you go.
I mean, in deep leagues, it's a decent. 11 points. Deeper leagues, you don't really see a lot of points being scored. Yeah. So if you took those players in a deeper league, it would have fared out better for you. My player picks better for 8-player league, but. Obviously, 12, 11 points in some deep leagues is really good, especially for flexes, for wide receivers, for tight ends. Jackson, what you got?
For my quarterback, I originally was going to take Taysom Hill, and I was not under the impression that Nick was taking Taysom Hill, so I took Tom Brady, which actually was the better pick, so I'm happy with that. He had 34 points. I think he was the quarterback one of the season. My Madden game's over, so we're going to go and toss that now.
Jackson lost 14-9.
Really couldn't see the safety there with the ring light, unfortunately. But so Tom Brady had 34.
There's 3 people there.
That was great.
Wow.
He threw in the triple
coverage.
coverage.
Got 1 second.
Yeah, bro.
Go field goal.
And then what's his face? CD's nuts had 15. So probably started him as your wide receiver 1. So that's fine, but. You never know. Antonio Gibson only had 4 in the other game prior. He was injured. He missed the second and third quarter, I believe, or the third and the fourth, one of the 2. So he only had 4, and then my defense was Packers defense. They got a pick 6. They locked up. They were waiver wire. They had 15 in our league, so my average was 17, which is
pretty good.
A-okay.
A-okay in my book.
That's solid. For most players, that's above their projections. Most players only projected 15, 17.
And then real quick, so that was our fantasy players. Our actual game picks of the week. What did you go, 11-3?
11-3. Yeah.
I don't know exactly what I went, but it was all good.
8-5.
So I think I probably went 9-4 around there. Around that ballpark. I don't have an exact number on me right now, but.
Well, you had the Cowboys. We both had football team.
Yeah. So there's an upset. That's why I said 9-4.
Let's see. Good week.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to talk about next here. We're kind of trying to switch it up here, Mike, because it's unfiltered sports, not unfiltered football. So obviously, you want to sit here and listen to us tell you who won each game, you can just look that up on Google. So a lot of interesting stuff actually happening in the sports world. A lot of teams and stuff are got different leagues all across the U.S. got postponed or shut down for COVID. A lot of people have 20 people, and so that's kind of a big deal when it's happening to a lot of people, because then you got games not being played. I had Calgary Flames today. That game got voided because their next 3 games
was
were
it in Canada.
Yeah, because it was
they had stricter stuff.
Yeah, so see things like that. If you're a hockey bettor, you might have had money on that. It was the only hockey game being played today, and now there's no hockey today. Football team had a lot of people in the inner workings of the team, so nobody actually on the field.
back to like early lockdown when we had no sports.
Yeah.
In the sporting
It shouldn't
drought.
mean that all sports are going to shut down at all, but just some things to note because some players might be deemed out because of COVID. Like Jalen Ramsey today, he's in contact and he couldn't play today. And then there's just a couple other players across the leagues that are not playing, especially the Bulls. They have the Chicago Bulls have 10 players in COVID protocol right now. So
Wow.
that's a lot of people. They're
Who did the Kings play today?
The Raptors.
They
The
had a lot of
Raptors.
people out too.
Yeah, the Raptors had a lot of people out. A couple injuries, a couple COVID people, but
So COVID's becoming a real thing again, huh?
it's just like
Stupid, bro. The Huskies basketball team.
Huskies
our
versus
home team,
Gonzaga.
they haven't even played a game forever. I was supposed to go to their UCLA game, UCLA
Yeah.
versus UW December 5th. That got postponed, and then they were supposed to play Arizona on the 9th. That got postponed, and they were supposed to play another team yesterday or Saturday, and that got postponed. And they probably won't play again for the rest of December, more than likely. So their season is over.
Just real unlucky, but I mean,
Hopefully the Seattle Thunderbirds game doesn't get canceled due to COVID. This Friday, if anybody's in the Seattle area likes the Thunderbirds or minor league hockey, me and Nick are going to be going to the Everett game. Everett versus Thunderbirds, pretty good rivalry. The second rivalry, biggest rivalry I'd say for them. So look out on our Instagram story for that. We'll keep you updated. If you don't have anything else, I'll talk about Champions League.
all for you.
So today, Champions League draw happened. There was a little bit of it's a misinput. It's a misinput. It's a misinput. They figured it out. So we have the official draw here. I'm looking at it on the computer here, and I'm gonna read it off. And the big games. I want to get your guys' opinion on real quick.
And this is knockout rounds, right? So one loss and
This is round of 16, the first leg.
Okay, hit me.
All right. So leg one is PSG versus Real Madrid.
Ooh, give me the Real Madrid upset, bro. PSG is a bunch of bums on that.
Yeah,
squad,
Messi's only
bro.
scored like a couple goals.
No, I take it back, bro. There's no way that the Champions
wish I
League is
could-
gonna have Messi going out in the first round. So
I wish
I'll
I could
take
see.
PSG.
Okay, it's in PSG. Which
Well,
is
it's
crazy.
two legs.
Two legs.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I
These
really
are-
haven't been paying too much attention. All I know is PSG is like not fantastic this year
First
by
they're
any
top of
stretch.
League One.
Are they? I thought it was Lyon or something like that.
I have notifications on, and I can't remember the last time they lost a game.
By the way, these are in February, so it's pretty far out. But the draw happened today, so we figured that we would give you the update on this. I'm gonna take PSG.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're top of League One by
PSG
like
is
4
so
games.
good, and you know
Yeah,
Messi's
PSG's
gonna play
good.
good in Champions League. Neymar's gonna play good in Champions League. I've got PSG.
Real Madrid just doesn't have a lot of. I mean, I guess they still have a lot of their pieces, but
One thing we could do for next episode is a Champions League bracket.
Yeah.
But
well, we can do that when it gets closer.
Madrid is top of La Liga by
I know nothing about soccer
like
right now.
3 games.
I don't know too much about soccer. I just want
I
to
do.
I've
put
been
it
focusing on
out.
football.
I know a bit. Like, I know the standings. I know the players. But I don't know. I can't confidently tell you who's going to win. I just wanted to get the matchups out there for you guys since the draw happened today.
I love betting on soccer in February and March.
Me
Once the
too.
NFL's
Once the
over.
NFL's over,
I'm
soccer
like a
is our shit, boys.
70% soccer better. Don't worry. I got you. all.
Sporting Man City. That's a
I think I got Sporting covered.
I got Sporting
No,
KC
no.
all the way.
Man City.
KC? Sporting is in Portugal, bro. That's Ronaldo's original team.
I thought we were talking
Why
about-
would an MLS team
Next
play in
game.
the Champions League?
Next game.
Okay. RB
Bayern,
Salzburg.
next
That's a
game.
Red Bull team. Bayern. Yeah, Bayern's
Bayern,
gonna win
Yeah,
the game.
Bayern. Bayern's gonna win it all this.
February 16th. Inter versus Liverpool.
You know I got right with Inter
in
Milan.
the San Siro.
You know I got right with Inter Milan. I mean, they're my dogs, even though they don't have Lukaku this year. They have, I don't know his name, but they have some guy that they got
Lautaro
for
Martinez, Nicola
no.
Barella.
No, they got a new guy to replace Lukaku, and he's amazing.
Alexis Sanchez, old dog from Arsenal, but it couldn't be him.
No, it's some completely new dude that they got this year. It's some young kid, but he's apparently amazing. Because I remember seeing a post, they were like mocking Chelsea or whatever. He's like, yeah, you paid 40 mil for Lukaku, and we got this guy for free.
He's never replace Lukaku.
He's got more goals and
You
stuff.
could never replace Lukaku.
But
Liverpool wins this game.
you know
I mean,
got right with Inter Milan.
Inter's back 3 and their keeper are fucking old as dust. They're like 35, 40 years old.
Handanovic.
Old heads. Handanovic is fucking old as my dad back there, bro. Liverpool is gonna score 5 goals in one game against this team, bro.
I got Inter in the San Siro. I would love.
I just have a bias for Inter.
I might go to this game.
Shut up.
You could.
I might go to this game.
I'm down.
Cool.
Yeah, I might go to this game. Just because I want to see Inter and Liverpool would be really cool. But that would be such a long flight. I might go, though.
Let's see what we got next.
Chelsea Lille.
Yeah, you gotta go with Chelsea, reigning Champions League winners.
Villarreal, Juve.
I'll take Villarreal. Juve's not that good this year.
I mean, besides like Chuck Weezy, Villarreal has nobody.
I think they're
yes,
higher
they won
than
Europa League.
I'm still taking Juve.
I'm taking Juve too. They still got a lot of strikers on that team. Weston McKennie's a dog.
Juve's still
Chiellini.
top 4 in Serie A, which isn't.
They still
easy
have a
to
lot of
do.
good squads on there. Atletico Madrid, Man United. This is a great matchup.
Yeah.
Man United's got some dogs.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
Yeah, João Felix though. He knows Ronaldo. He knows everything about
Very
Ronaldo.
true. And Atletico Madrid have what's his face back, Griezmann.
Antoine Griezmann.
Yeah, they got Griezmann
I
now.
heard he plays for them now.
Their keepers lights out. They got a good keep.
They got
there.
Oblak.
But Man U still wins.
I'm going Atletico.
Wow.
Nah, I'm just kidding. They're not gonna let Ronaldo lose for leg one. I'm going Man U. Man U.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Last game, Beneficia versus Ajax.
Benfica.
Oh, you gotta go with
Benfica
Ajax.
versus
Benfica.
Ajax.
You gotta go with Ajax.
Ajax. The Norwegians versus the Portuguese. Look, Beneficia does have some kind of low-key god squads on there, like Pizzi and fucking yeah, Pizzi and shit. They have one other guy, and I can't think of
Pizzi and
it.
Tsitsi and Dizzi and Lizzi.
Does Pepe play on there?
I got Ajax. Who
Pepe,
gives a
no,
shit
he
about
plays-
this
Pepe
game?
plays for Man U. doesn't he?
Nah, Pepe doesn't play on there anymore. I got Ajax doesn't have anybody good anymore though. I'm still going Ajax.
Yeah, Ajax.
And that brings us to the end of the UEFA
Oh,
Champions League. That's actually a
Pepe
good
plays
battle.
for
People are
Porto.
actually talking about this. I don't know why. I don't know enough about to tell you why, but I really like the Inter Liverpool match. That's going to be great. I really like the PSG Real Madrid. I like Atletico Man U. There's going to be some good games there. So that's all I have. I just wanted to throw a little bit of Champions League information out there for you. Nick, if you have something to talk about the NBA, say it now or forever hold your peace.
He's got college basketball.
I'll do that last.
Oh, I'll quit. But
Benfica.
Benfica, goal!
Alright, let me pull up this NBA slate for y'all real quick. I'll pull up today's and then we'll pull up tomorrow's, talk about that. Suns Clippers going on right now. Clippers are up by 12, so I hope you guys had them to cover. Suns are favored.
Inter Milan in the 90th minute.
Oh my god! When Lukaku scores an own goal in the 90th minute of Europa League Finals.
Don't remind me of that.
That was a terrible day. Jackson just died. Okay, so the Cavaliers beat the Heat. My pick for that game was Heat under 102.5 points. They scored 94. Cavs defense is really good. They're missing Jimmy Butler. Warriors Pacers was a really interesting game to watch. Warriors were losing for the entire game, and then they came back. They had a chance to cover by 4, and then they turned it over on the inbound, only won by 2.
That was my pick of the day. I felt the pain there.
Raptors versus Kings. I mean, everything kind of said the Kings were going to cover. Raptors are missing OG. They're missing a couple other people. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they're missing some key players. And they got blown out by 23, so that's just kind of disappointing. But both of those last 2 games, I want to point out, Pacers were at home and the Raptors were at home. So you really, with NBA, you really have to take into consideration like home court advantage. It's a major thing.
I like the Raptors.
Rockets were plus 11.5 against the Hawks.
I saw that.
Do you know what the score was?
No.
Yeah.
Rockets 132, Hawks 126.
Wow.
So
they won.
Yep, I had Rockets 11.5 on that one.
You had that.
I hadn't played money on it, but that was my pick for that game. And then Celtics Bucks. The Bucks were not favored last night. The Celtics were favored, and then today they changed the odds, and it was pretty much an even split. But they had the Bucks at -1. They lost by 14. Not really sure what the fuck happened there. Grizzlies blew out the 76ers. You got to look at the Grizzlies here.
Don't say the F word. There could be kids listening.
That's fine.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. It's fine.
Jesus.
So if you should really pay attention to the Grizzlies here. They have no John Morant. Did Jaren Jackson play today? That's the question. But they're missing a lot of people. Jaren Jackson played today. That's part of the reason why they won. But they held the Sixers to under 100 points. What are you doing?
Keep going. I'm looking on my phone.
So who cares about that? Grizzlies were the underdogs there. They covered, so I hope you took that. Mavericks blew out the Hornets. Nothing special there. And the Nuggets won a close one against the Wizards. So
How
tomorrow,
many assists did Nikola Jokic have? I had his over assist at 8.5.
you guys over in assists? Let's check the
At
box score
8.5.
here. We got Nikola Jokic at 9 assists.
Perfect.
Hey.
Perfect for Jackson.
Hey.
So let's move into tomorrow's slate. Raptors Nets. Who you guys got? They have Brooklyn at
Nets.
-8.5.
I got the Nets, but probably not the spread.
I feel like you gotta take the Nets there at home, and the Raptors are off a back-to-back. This is a big one tomorrow. Warriors Knicks. Now,
Warriors.
so
Bing bong.
if you're taking the Bing Bong parlay tomorrow, it's gonna be Knicks, Nets, Rangers, Islanders. If you're looking to lock that in, I would suggest taking Knicks 3.5. Stephen Curry is 2 3-pointers away from breaking the record. He's 1 away from tying it, so that's sure to get hit tomorrow night in Madison Square Garden.
Who is the Knicks coach right now?
Tom Thibodeau.
Uh,
Packers Super Bowl. Someone's getting a call.
Hello? Yeah. We're on the pod right now. Well, Tom Thibodeau just told me that the Knicks were going to win tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, that was him.
That was it.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. So, the Bing Bong Parlay is going to hit tomorrow.
All right. So then we got.
You're welcome, guys.
So Pistons Bills, that's suspended. Suns versus Trailblazers. Suns are off a back-to-back. Probably no Devin Booker. They're losing by 14 right now. The Trailblazers last game, they lost by, 5 to the Timberwolves?
Yeah.
Um,
Trailblazers are good, but they sometimes just play games that I'm like, wow, like, what is this team?
Yeah.
They're kind of like the Broncos.
They have
of
Phoenix at
basketball.
-2.5. So I'm gonna run those picks.
Suns -2.5.
We're gonna start getting out I'm trying to do different content videos. Jackson already comes in with the college basketball. We're gonna try and get NBA out as well, because our Thursday episode is pretty much our NFL, and then this recap. But
Well, on Thursday we like to cover the full NFL slate.
Exactly.
That's something we'll still do.
that's our NFL day. And then Wednesday is stacked for basketball. I'm gonna just run it through quick because this is 2 days in advance. Rockets, Cavs.
Cavs.
Hawks versus Magic.
Magic.
Also, there's no lines for these games yet. Heat 76ers. Heat might not have Jimmy Butler.
Sixers.
Lakers Mavericks.
Ooh.
Mavs.
Really?
Mavs.
LeBron James is almost averaging a triple-double over the last 8 games.
Give me the Lakers.
And same thing with Russell Westbrook.
I wish I cared about the Lakers.
Man,
That's a good game though.
that's a good game to pay attention to. Pacers versus Bucks.
Bucks.
You got it with the Bucks. Pelicans Thunder. Shit bowl game of the week. 2 worst teams in the NBA.
I got the Thunder.
You got the Thunder.
I got the Pelicans.
I got the Thunder. They're a
Fuck
better
the
team.
Thunder.
Hornets Spurs.
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 Timberwolves Nuggets.
Timberwolves.
Timberwolves.
Nah, I gotta go Nuggets.
Nuggets.
I'm gonna ride the
I'm
Timberwolves. Clippers Jazz.
Clips.
Jazz.
Grizzlies Trailblazers.
Grizzlies.
Grizz.
Trailblazers are not
Grizzlies.
good.
What I'm about to say about them Grizzlies. Last one, Wizards Kings.
Wizards.
Wizards.
When the Bing Bong parlay misses every single leg.
Is that copyrighted image?
Better not be.
No, I took.
Hey, you got that on stock.
I found this turtle was in my backyard. I took his own picture.
That's a real turtle?
You really took that picture?
You took that picture.
When you stay up till 5 in the morning, sweating out every game, you think you're gonna win every parlay and every one of your bets, and you go over 3 on your picks and 1 for 4 on your parlay.
Like, sit the fuck down.
We're sorry,
I'll
guys.
be in the soccer mood.
If y'all don't watch this, it's so bad.
College basketball.
We love whoever watches this.
Whoever's watching this episode, this one's a grueler.
It'll probably just be us 3. But that's okay. We love you guys out there. What do you guys want me to talk about college basketball?
Just
The
the
rankings.
rankings or something. If you think there's any people that are not supposed to be, or people that are exactly where they're supposed to be.
Baylor, one of the only undefeated teams left. I know.
They're good. Their defense is good.
I don't think they deserve to be number 1, but they are number 1 because Nova ain't that good. Nova ain't what they think people think they are. I mean, they're back-to-back champions. Back-to-back champions never win back-to-back March Madnesses. So, you know, if they're a 1 seed at March Madness or a 2 or whatever, or they're expected to win, I wouldn't take it. Duke at 2, that's fine. They've only played 8 games, which is not that many. Purdue 9-1, moved from the 1 to the 3. They got upset by Rutgers on a half-court buzzer beater.
Painful.
I think Purdue should still be the one. They're the best team in my opinion, but they happen to get the most unlucky play in basketball so far this season. UCLA 8-1 at the 4. Sure. Zaga at the 5. Sure. Alabama at the 6. I believe it. Alabama has done nothing but impress me the whole entire season. They just beat Houston in one of the better college basketball games of the year. Kansas at the 7. Yeah, Kansas is up there. Kansas will probably be one of my picks to win it all. Arizona. I got a lot to say about Arizona if I ever get into it. They moved from the 8. So when I saw Arizona play in Las Vegas, they were unranked. I may or may not have money on them at a 65 multi, and now they're the 8th favorite in the NBA. You think I don't mind? I like that.
Oh, what?
You're my dog, bro. We can
Hey,
do
what you
this.
mean by that?
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
What do you mean by that?
Are we not
What do you mean by
dogs? Are we not
Oh,
dogs?
yeah, dogs.
That's what I'm saying, bro. There's nothing wrong with that.
We're in the huddle discussing why I went 0 for 8 today.
No, I think we hit the Oklahoma State over.
Oh yeah, 1 for 8.
7.
We had a bad day. We had a great week.
You had a bad day.
Yeah, we had a good week.
Look, it's okay. We went 3 for 3
I'm gonna have
yesterday.
a good day because I had a long night.
Just nice got a record deal.
Seriously.
Yeah, we should just
I
make
think that song might already exist somewhere, but
Nah, I doubt it.
oh well.
We should just make a game, or we should just make an album.
Well, is that all you have to talk about college basketball?
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
it.
So, I just wanted to kind of get a quick little episode out here. Wasn't really sure what to talk about, but we wanted to bring you something.
Yeah.
So,
Some content's better than
little
none.
NFL recap, little future input into the Champions League draw.
Oh, future Super Bowl.
Future Super Bowl. Perfect. Somebody pull up the odds, please.
They're not out.
They're not out yet.
Wait, no odds. I don't know yet. That's going to be something for our Thursday podcast then. But right now, we are locking in the Packers Super Bowl
Packers
future
Super
bet. We're locking it in. We're not going to disclose how much, but it's a hefty amount. It's going to be the biggest win we've ever had in our careers. Probably not Jackson, but definitely for me and Nick. It's going to be the biggest win of our career if it hits. So that's what we are going to lock in.
And the biggest one is Unfiltered Sports related.
As Unfiltered
all we
Sports
care
related,
about.
yes.
Because if you do that, because we're riding with the Packers Super Bowl, so if you ride with us, we win and you guys win too.
That's a great thing about creating something, and this is something that like Jeff Bezos said one time, and I'm not endorsing him in any way or any shape, I'm just saying this is what I heard him say one time, is that he's created like so much wealth like for himself, right? But he's also created yada 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 X amount of wealth for so many other people. And that same thing as Unfiltered. We give you guys a cool pick, like we make money off of that, and you guys make money off of that. It's like if you're riding with Unfiltered Sports, you know, you're a dog, like we're getting you money too, you know what I'm saying? So, that's about all I have for this episode. I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for sticking around. Even though we didn't have a really good script or an outline, we just kind of came out here and gave you content. So
We're all
appreciate that.
we're all a little under the weather as well,
We're a
which is
little
why
under
we're
the
a little
weather,
down today.
There's us.
There's us at the
wearing
Mariners. These
hoodies.
exact hoodies,
If you
which
guys-
if you want.
If you would like a hoodie, so this is the black version. Make sure I show them the white.
This is the white one.
Then I'll get up here and show you the back real quick. So,
I don't know if you-
it's just Live Unfiltered, which is our...
You can't really see it.
Oh, well.
I'm a
Yeah, get up.
I think you see it.
No. It just says
It says Live Unfiltered,
Uh,
and it has our ad on it. Live Unfiltered.
Have a good night, guys. Take care.
Take it easy.